All right, guys, how are you? So this video serves the purpose of differentiating a major chord from a major seventh chord so that you never forget. Okay. My goal is that you don't just memorize chords. You know why these chords have the structure that they do. Okay. Memorization is one thing. Knowing how it works and knowing how to find it is another thing. So let's get started. All right. A major scale. So let's actually start off with the open shape. Okay. So here's the chord. Here is the scale. Here's the chord again. Here's the scale again. Here's the major seventh. Okay, quick explanation. As I am playing the A major scale, it is understood that each note, I can basically assign a number 1 through 7 to each note. And you just count from 1 to 7 as you're starting with the first note, which is an A. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Back to another A, which is an octave higher than the previous A. And it's also starting back over to 1. Okay, so that's it. So a major chord is basically a collection of 3 notes. Okay, it's a set of 3 notes, which is a 1, a 3, and a 5. So based on those notes and how I actually counted them are the notes of the major chord. So 1, 2, let's keep the 2 out, but here's the 3. Okay, but since this 3 and this 1, they're on the same string. So we're not gonna do that in this particular setting. Plus we want to sound off the notes simultaneously at the same time. So we have to pick it from another string. So here's a 3. So we have to find a 3 on a different string. It's 1 up here. So if I were to count it all the way back up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is why it's very important to know the major scale, because when you know a major scale, you can actually self-correct. If you don't know a major chord, or if you don't know a chord structure, you can use the major scale to actually show you where the different degrees are. Okay. All right. So that's pretty much how you find it. Okay. So there's the 3, there's the 1. Count back up. 1, 2, 3, 4. A 4 is not in a major chord. It's a 1, a 3, and a 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's a 5. So we know that 5 is there. Let's play the root note. Let's play the 5. Let's play the octave. Let's play the 3rd. And then up here, there's another 5. That's why it is a major chord. Okay. So now major seventh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So a major seventh chord is 4 notes. It is a 1, a 3, a 5, and a major seventh. Okay. Which is really just a 7th. That's really what it is. So right where that 7 falls is what is used to make a major 7th chord. So it's the 1, the 5, the 7th, the 3rd, and the 5th again. As far as like all the notes that can access all the strings that can access those notes, you play them. So instead of this octave A, you're gonna play. So that's why. Okay. Now let's go to some other shapes. Okay, playing from other strings. That A major and A major seventh chord was basically the A note was on the A string. Okay, but now we're going to play the A note coming from the low E string, which is up here. So here is the scale, and I'm going to move a little quicker this time because I explained it. The pattern may look a little different, but all the intervals are the same. Major scale. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. So let's do it in half. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. So here's the major chord. 1, there's the 1. 2, 3. Okay, there's a 3 on that other string. Okay. So I know I can play some of it. Okay. And 4, 5. So that means I have a choice. I can play this, the 1 and the 5, or the 1 and the 3, because I'm not done changing all my strings, choosing all of my strings. 5, 6, 7, 1. Oh, 1, 5, 1. 1, 2, 3. There's the 3. 4, 5. There's the 5. 6, 7. Back to 1. So this is why that shape makes up that major chord that we know and that we're familiar with. Here's the major seventh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's that 5. 6, 7. There's the 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's a 5. 6, 7. Okay, we got that 7. So it only matters that we play that root, which is the A. In this case, we can choose to play this 5, but we don't have enough fingers to play all of the strings. So we actually skip this A string. We actually kind of mute that. So I use my index finger to mute, like to actually play the low A, to play the A on the low E string, and mute this A string. Okay. And the 7 is right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right there. So I'm actually going to play that. All right. There's 1 again. 1, 2, 3. So we need that 3. All right. 3, 4, 5. We need that. And 5, 6, 7 is there. So we're going to play it like this. So it actually looks like I'm playing a like a C sharp minor. So we're going to keep the same what is played on the D, G, and B string. And I'm going to use the back end of my finger, like right here, okay, to kind of hit that right there on the 4th fret on that high E string. And then I'm going to arch this finger right here. Like that. Okay, that's how I play it. But that's the understood way to play that particular shape. Okay, so that's that. So far we have this A major, this A major seventh, this A major, this A major seventh. Now let's go to one more. I'm gonna show you one more transition from the A to the A major seventh. So let's start from this A, which is coming from the D string, and we are on the 7th fret. So this is going to be our 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna stop right there because we don't need all those notes. But yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we got that 1, 2, 1 and 5, 1, 5, 1, 5, 5, 6, 7. Oh, we got that. I'm kind of of skipping around. Let's do the major first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here's the 1 and 5. 5, 6, 7, 1. 1, 2, 3. So we got that. Okay, we got that. Let's go back to the major. So that's the major one. Let's go back to the major seventh one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, it almost look like you're playing a power chord, but from the D string. 7, 1, 2, 3. There's the 3. So there's the 1, 5, 7, and 3. So this shape almost looks like you're playing like a major chord from the A string, but now you're playing it from the D string. You just don't have a note, you don't have a string under that. So, and that is it. Okay, so just keep in mind, a major seventh is a major seventh. When it comes to a guitar, you're playing the shapes on the guitar, understand why the shapes are the shapes. Memorizing shapes, after a while, it's not cool. Like, you know, learn the cage system, move past the cage system. Learn the shapes, move past that. Understand why they're the shapes now, so that now you can translate them to other positions. You can play from other strings. If you know what this A is, the same thing applies to other, you know, chords. If you want to play the A flat, major seventh, it's the same, shape wise. You know, if you're going to play that type of chord, okay? And I'm just saying, use it to help you to memorize the shape. Don't just know the shape for the sake of knowing shapes. That's like, after a while, it's like kind of whatever, you know what I'm saying? It's not impressive, you know what I'm saying? So, but also understand what chords can you play a major chord and also play a major seventh chord. Like, what numbers can you play that on? So that's important. In the major key, you actually can play a major chord and a major seventh chord over the 1. You can do it over the 4, but you cannot play that in the 5 position. Okay, 5 position will not play a major seventh chord unless you are intentionally switching to a different key. Okay, you can do it in songwriting if you can make sense of the melody and making sure that it's all corresponding. All right, so just keep that in mind. But you can't necessarily rewrite it in every single case. So know when you're doing it just to be intentional. You're doing it just to get people's attention. You're doing it just to, you know what I'm saying? So not in every case can you just switch a major seventh chord instead of like play a major seventh chord instead of a major chord. That's not every single situation. But this is a video that actually helps out the Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas video that I put, and I did the chord substitutions. This is something to help that out. Okay. And I'll maybe do another video for minor chords, switching to a minor seventh chord. Maybe, we'll see. So I think that is it. All right. Thank you all so much. And let me know if you have questions. Peace.